feel so terrible.
This story out of Pennsylvania is horrifying, and heads up, this footage may be hard to watch. It all went down last Thursday in Philadelphia, where a fight was going down at a subway station. These two guys are seen engaged with one another in something of a standoff. You can hear a train approaching as they continue to argue. That's when the guy against the post swings and hits the other guy. Both men fall, but the man who was punched falls onto the subway tracks as an oncoming train is approaching. Screams ring out through the station as onlookers grapple with the gravity of what just went down.
I feel so terrible.
The man pushed in front of the subway car died on the scene. Cops arrested a person of interest after this went down, and this whole thing is being investigated as a homicide. It's unclear exactly what led up to this altercation or what the two may have been fighting about. If anything is clear, it's this: it's always best to just walk away.
My condolences goes out to this guy's family just for the simple fact, I bet you they was arguing over some dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's just another sad day in America with a typical number of someone being killed by somebody else's hands who probably think they got high power, you know what I'm saying? And nobody got that type of power. As far as him pushing him, he tried to push him and know that train was coming. So what he did, he knew exactly what the fuck he did is what I'm trying to say. And there's no other way around it because, I mean, he is no longer here. The guy he was fighting is no longer here. So don't be arguing with anybody over stupid stuff because a lot of this type of shit goes on.
This story out of Washington State is crazy. This is 40-year-old Richard Bradley Jr. He's currently awaiting trial for the murder of this woman, 44-year-old Brandy Blake, who was found buried in this park about a half hour south of Seattle. And it turns out she might not be Richard's only victim in that park. Prosecutors just charged Richard with additional murders, one of this 36-year-old man, as well as those of a grown father and son from 2021. Prosecutors claim that in each of these cases, Richard used the same trap by claiming he needed help to dig up a stash of buried gold. They claim after luring the victims out to the woods, he'd kill his victims, then steal their stuff. In the case of Richard's 4 alleged victims, they had each also recently become rich. In Brandy's case, she just won 20 grand at a casino. And given the massive poverty our country faces, it's no surprise that a plot where someone asking for help digging for gold receives it. According to the Poor People's Campaign, 140 million Americans live in poverty or are one crisis away from financial disaster. If that wasn't the case, and everyone had their basic needs met, would crimes like this keep happening? Experts don't think so. People who advocate defunding the police or abolishing them altogether make the point. What would crime look like in our country if everyone had affordable housing, healthcare, and was paid a living wage? Richard stands trial for Brandy's death in January and has yet to enter a plea for the new murder cases.
My condolences goes out to the people that was in this crazy ass dude path for the simple fact he talk about, can you help me get my gold and all this other stuff. And me personally, I've never seen no gold bars before. So they wanted to help him out because he probably was going to get them a little generous offer. And then you took them there so you can manipulate their mind to do some sick ass shit like you just did. And I'm sorry these people was manipulated into believing that you was a good person who really needed help. And you know, going in these woods and shit, I probably would have drew some flags. I'm sorry, it would have. But you think about them gold bars, man, and he should definitely get life. And if they need somebody to be on the jury, hey, I don't even know if I can do it, but hey, I'm just saying, he deserved life. However many whatever, that's how many lives he take, that's how many consecutive life sentences he should have.